Why is it that the more you see, the less you speak? Why is it that intelligence often walks alone while noise gathers in crowds? They'll call you distant. They'll say you've changed. But the truth is, you just stopped pretending that small talk is truth and attention is peace. You didn't reject people. You rejected performance. There's something ancient inside of you that can no longer tolerate rooms full of masks. You've tasted silence, and it filled you more than applause ever could. Arthur Schopenhauer once wrote, "A man can be himself only so long as he is alone." And the moment I heard that, everything made sense. Because intelligent souls don't hide from the world. They outgrow it. You outgrow gossip. You outgrow validation. You outgrow the performance of joy. That never touched your soul. You start seeing through smiles, crafted for survival and conversations. That die the moment you walk away. You begin to notice how much of social life is theater, not truth. Role after role, played for attention, for image, for belonging. But what if you stopped acting? What if you sat in a room and said nothing? Because nothing needed to be said? What if your silence wasn't emptiness, but presence? Most fear solitude because they fear what they'll find when the crowd leaves. But Schopenhauer knew the solitude you fear is the space your soul needs to breathe. Intelligent people aren't antisocial. They're anti-false. They crave real. They yearn for depth. And the deeper they go, the quieter life becomes. They walk away not to escape people, but to find themselves again. Because the mind, the true mind, awakens in stillness, not noise. The world calls it loneliness. But what if it's sacred? Schopenhauer didn't marry. He walked alone. Not because he hated people, but because he loved truth more. He saw that suffering is not the enemy of the intelligent. It is its twin. To see deeply is to ache deeply. To know too much is to feel too much. That's why the mind that questions, the mind that observes, the mind that pulls the mask off the world can never again live in ignorance. Pain is not the punishment. Pain is the price of clarity. So if you've ever sat at a table full of people and still felt like the loneliest soul in the room, you're not broken, you're awake. If you've ever smiled through a conversation that felt hollow, rehearsed, pointless, you're not cold, you're real. And if you've ever walked away from the noise to sit with your thoughts, your questions, your silence, you're not distant, you're home. Because here's what Schopenhauer knew. The crowd doesn't make you whole. It makes you forget that you already were. So to the intelligent ones, the quiet ones, the thinkers, the feelers, the ones who choose books over gossip, depth over attention, solitude over shallow applause, don't doubt your path. You are not weird. You are not wrong. You are not broken. You are sacred, and the world doesn't yet know what to do with people who cannot be controlled by noise. So they call you strange. But you are free. And in that freedom, in that aloneness, you do not shrink. You rise. So if this message met you in a moment of stillness, let it remind you, you're not broken for walking alone. You're not strange for craving depth. You're simply awake in a world that sleeps with its eyes open. Don't rush back to the noise. Let solitude complete its work. Let silence shape you. Let your truth echo louder than the need to be understood. Drop a brain in the comments. If you've ever felt the sacred call of solitude, click subscribe to stay close to messages that honor your quiet truth, and share this with someone who walks the edge between knowing and numbness. Because sometimes the ones who walk alone are the ones who carry the fire. Spirit vibes tick. Where solitude speaks, then the soul listens.